So, there's a character in this movie who introduces himself as Ramon Rodriguez, which, if you don't know, that's my name. So it was very, very, very unsettling to hear the jangly man calling my name, going, Ramon. I think I may actually have nightmares tonight. Here's my review. Hey everybody, this is Ramon Rodriguez, El Magnifico, and welcome once again to El Magnifico at the Movies. And tonight I will be reviewing Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which is a movie based on the books by, let me see if I got this guy's names correctly, Alvin Schwartz. Now this is a series of books that are meant to be for young adults. And I have to tell you, I am not familiar with these books. I was not raised here in the United States, so these books, as well as the Goosebumps series, passed me. I did not come into the States until I was in high school. So I'm not familiar with the source material. However, having said that, just talking about the movie, okay? It's very creepy. It's got a lot of creep factor, and it is produced by Guillermo del Toro. And if you know his movies, you know that the creepy factor is going to be way up there. And one of the cool things about this movie is that the creatures were actually done practically. Makeup and actors and stuff, and there was some CGI stuff for, I mean, when you see the movie you'll understand why they had to use some CGI, but aside from that, the creatures are practical effects, man. It's like I said, it's makeup on actual actors, performers doing the creatures, and it looks terrific. Now, the creatures were also based and made to look exactly like the illustrations in the books, and they are terrifying. I mean, I like I said, I think I'm actually going to have nightmares because I heard the jangly man calling my name. No, so this movie is directed by, and hopefully I will pronounce his name correctly, Andre Ovredol. Who, if I understand it correctly, is the director of the movie Mama, and I think he did an outstanding job. This movie was very creepy. It scared me in more than one occasion. It was tense. It was thrilling. So if you like a good scare, this is the movie for you. Now, because it's based on books that, if my understanding is that it's called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, is because it's a bunch of stories. So what they've done is adapt some of those stories into a thorough storyline for the movie. So there's actually characters played by some very young actors who did an outstanding job portraying their parts, discovering the book and how the explanation of how and why the story is happening and the creatures come after you and stuff. So I thought overall that was done fantastically. I like that very much. There really isn't a whole lot that I didn't like about this movie, except for some things that felt a little, for lack of a better word, cliched about horror stories. But that's because, you know, there's so many. But aside from that, that's the only minimal thing. It's kind of like, for me personally, a little bit nitpicky. I mean, I do enjoy a good scary movie. Heck, I'm looking forward to it coming out September 6th. So, I mean, this was great. It's got a lot of creep factor. The creatures look, yeah. There's a lot of suspense, the darkness. There's not really a whole lot of jump scares, like, in a lot of new horror movies where, a noise or a walking shadow makes you scared. Well, there is one. I don't remember. It's early in the movie, but it wasn't that bad, and I thought it was appropriate. Didn't see it coming, so it still took me by surprise. And like I said, a lot of people that were watching this movie with me were and oh no. Most of the time I was like this. So yeah, it's got a lot of creep factor. So overall, I will give scary movies to Telling Dark one very enthusiastic thumb up, and 3.5 stars. Yeah, it's a good movie. I would recommend that you see it in the theater where it's dark and you can see the big creatures and the jungly man, that thing. Yeah, especially because it really called my name. I need to calm down. That's going to be with me for a while. Anyways, once again, very enthusiastic thumb up for this movie and 3.5 stars out of 5. So I hope you go to see it. I mean, if you don't want to spend the money, you don't have to, just like with any movie, but this is one that I would recommend that you see it in the theaters. It's spooky, it's creepy, and it got me. Now, if you read the stories when you were a child, you're probably going to have some issues with it. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the source material, so just the movie itself got me, and it was great. So hopefully you go see it. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Did you think that they did not do the stories in the books right? I thought they did. Again, I'm not familiar with the source material, but they got me. So let me know in the comments. If you like this review, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified when my other reviews go up. And check out my past reviews. Hobbs and Shaw is up. Also, you can check out my Once Upon a Time in Hollywood review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the El Magnifico. And until next time, God bless you all. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Ciao.